comes trouble, here comes the danger. Sent by the Savior, welcome the Rasta youths.
And before we get started, right? Before we get started,
the following program is an adult content program. Parental discretion is advised. The views and expressions are not necessarily those of Radio Guyana International.
Here comes trouble, here comes the
so special good evening to you, Mr. Darrel Dookoo. How you feeling, brother? How you feeling?
I'm good. Good night, everybody.
Darrel boy, I tell you, today was a different kind of night. We went with different kind of vibes, and I see you as well chatting up with your people inside the chat group there on the app.
Yeah. We enjoyed the music, man. It was really good.
Thank you.
Serious whining music.
Well, then maybe Sadia, we have a chance for Sadia, right? You understand? Sada, we have a chance for Sada, then that's what's going to happen.
I said, stop telling people the child name.
Oh God. I won't tell them the Rasi name, you understand? We'll just, government name we going to use, right? How about that?
I'm still waiting to see if it's a boy or a girl. You know, we're not lucky with girl children. If I ain't get one this year, I feel I'm going to take somebody's child. Don't I give a child to be boy?
There you go. So we'll see what's going on. Maybe there's got to be somebody. Maybe Kelly might have a child and you can take Kelly's child. How about that?
Kelly only making soup, not children.
Oh, he only making soup. All right, so Darrel, once again, special good night to you. Good evening to everyone that's locked on all over. All you remember that this is an adult content program. I have no idea what might come out of Darrel's mouth, but you remember the disclaimer and so forth is we warn you guys ahead of time, right? So I know, Darrel, we have a bunch of different things to get into, but I know you had a lot of riling up this week, man. People real mash you got in within the last couple of days. So what's going on with that, bro?
Boy, I don't know. I think manners and common sense is lacking in most young people. Alan, let me give you an example. A young boy inbox me, and I am thinking if you inbox me for the first time, you're supposed to say, good evening, Darrel, or even, okay, how you going, or, oi, or yo, something, man.
Right.
This young boy just inboxed me, admin. Now, you know me, eyes are ass. As he say, admin, I give X one time, because I want to, listen, you can't order me. I too old. I am 39. I have gray hair all in my balls. You can't order me around. So when I look at the profile and realize he's a little child, fuck you attitude to start one time. Well, so I reply, Alan. I say, yeah, right. Hold on, I'll do it right now. I hope you catch the sarcasm in the voice.
Right. I saw your response.
I put it up on the wall for them. I put it up for all our to see. And Alan, what has happened is that as soon as he saw that, he went berserk and cussed me out and say how much chin I have and how much women nipple hanging and whatever. So I say, well, it looked like he doesn't be opening his leg for me. The only person should be complaining is my wife.
Right.
Nobody else should be complaining. So I find that it was very rude. Anyway, I put it on the wall, and you notice I have, these days I don't even have to cuss people. We have a fan base that will cuss you for me.
Right. You don't have to do the work anymore.
Yeah. So, now my point is, with all the quarreling, my point is, we yet to learn how to approach people, especially our local Trinidadian people. I have never had, Alan, all our fans that we have in the States or around the world, people from Amsterdam, people from Germany, people from New York, people from all the different states, as well, people from European countries, London, when they approach in their inbox messages, good evening, Darrel, or good morning, Darrel, or sir, how are you? We love your blogs and we love your radio show. Come on, it's only our local people have no fucking manners.
Well, that is true. I mean, remember I told you we talked about this like in our first show. You know, manners is lacking these days, and it's a huge disappointment in regards to, you know, these kids today where they come across like that. I learned my lesson when I went to Tobago. That man put me in place, and like I said, every time I start my show, it's good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It doesn't matter what or where you're from or who, but common courtesy, and that goes a long way because that kind of helps. Well, look at it, right? In regards to your case, it made you agitated as soon as you saw that. But if you had said good evening, Darrel or Mr. Dookoo, can you please add me? Then you would have approached it in a different manner. And the way that he did it...
That's my point.
Right.
And, eventually on the wall, when he realized what he did and how bad it was looking, he turned around and said sorry when he saw that, right, Alan?
Yeah. At least he apologized.
It was very big of him. I accepted his apology. I still am pissed off with his attitude, though. On the other hand, around the same time, a young lady inboxed me from somewhere in the States to say, good night, Darrel. How are you? I think your blogs are so nice and we enjoy your radio program. Is it possible that you can add me, please? Please? And don't blast me. Well, I started to laugh one time because of the approach, Alan.
Right.
It did somebody and add her one time because of the approach.
Good. And see, that's good. That's very good. And this is what there is a way to approach people, and this is what so much can be done in this world if people are just nicer to each other, and not like somebody owe you something, or like this is a dude that don't even know you, and the way how he come across, like you have to add him. Your whole life is gonna change if you don't add him. And the other thing that I don't understand with a lot of people,
we can stop wars, Alan. We can stop wars if we know how to talk to people.
Yeah, and the other thing that I don't understand,
it all comes back to one of our older videos. If the man had spoken to the lady in KFC better, he wouldn't have been nursing hot oil wounds.
Right? Exactly. Exactly. And this is what hopefully soon. It's people be able to understand, and hopefully very soon people are gonna understand you have maxed out your capacity. Join the group page.
I've been saying that. No, I don't have a problem with that. We have a fan page. Go on the fan page. Everything that I put up on my wall goes up on the fan page anyway. So
right.
You're able to comment there. We could talk there. As soon as you put a comment on the fan page, Alan and I see it immediately.
Right. And we add everybody. There's no restrictions there. And we're not everything that goes on is not that you have to be Darrel's friend. Darrel's in the group page as well. So, but I guess people just love you, boy. They love you. Just like how you love your pink Power Ranger and thing, right?
But that's it. You saw Pringle's pussy, which was last week's vlog.
Yes. Yes, I did.
A young man, well, I didn't know at the time he was a young man, wrote under the video for me that you always know some fucking body. And I turned around in rage and said, yes, I know your mommy and her Pringle pussy.
Yeah.
Yes. You know me, Alan, I don't mix the turning one time. I don't mix. So if you come, depending on how you approach me, you're getting it back the same way.
Right.
So if you come in rough, you get it rougher.
There you go.
So I answered the child and I said, look, let me go and see who this person is. When I pull up his profile, it's somebody in school uniform, and I'm saying, but what utter fuckery.
Exactly.
This is how children talk in uniform. Still, Alan, we couldn't cuss until way down the line. In fact, I wouldn't even cuss in front of my father still. I hope he not listen to my radio program. He got dropped dead.
I don't even cuss in front of my parents. Now he's a big man.
You understand?
That's away from home,
When I looked at his profile and realized he's a little child, I was in shock. And the attitude, I said, but what's wrong with this little Toto Taker? You can't talk to people so. Toto Taker.
Toto Taker. There you go.
That's a new one.
There you go. So we have a new hashtag, Toto Taker. That sounds like Varon.
I tell you.
So Darrel, but this is what can be done. You understand? Because everybody was brought up with manners, right? I would say 90% of the world is at least brought up with manners. There's probably is that 10%, but what can be done? There's not, licks. What can be done? I don't know what to say.
But I am still confused because what it is that our parents did that the parents of today not doing. I don't understand. There has to be something that they were doing that we're not doing as parents now. Somebody call in and, or text in and tell us, because I confused. Alan, I don't know for you.
I don't know.
There's something that my parents did that have me how I am, that we as parents not doing now with our children, because you can't tell me, listen, all the people who have been rude to me when they go back and check them as school children, most of them, if they're not school children, they're under 25, and I'm saying they have no fucking manners, and we're not doing anything to fix it. Something wrong.
Exactly. I agree. What can be done? So here's what I'm going to go to. We have some, your boys and them from Hillview is locked on. Let me see. They're writing stuff here. Let's see. We got Zachary and them. Zachary wrote about the Toto Taker. Jesse. Everybody like your Toto Taker. There you go. That's what we've seen a lot of. Brandon. He said, I famous Olia. I add him from day one. Oh, okay. So you got these people in there.
Wait. The Hillview crew, I now remember, there's a Toto Taker in their group. I wouldn't tell them boys because Esteban and them go kill him. Man inboxed me to tell me, please, on your next video, can you say my name and big me up? And I am like, my reply to him was, are you so vain? Zachary only deal with that.
It's crazy.
A Toto Taker from Hillview crew.
A Toto Taker.
I will release him my name.
Well,
because they go beaten.
Siphon them. They better let us know who's the Toto Taker in the crew, right? So we got Jivan and them is locked on. Joshua, Shivan is locked on as well. Joshua says, by the way, where's my manners at? Good night to you, Alan. Loving the short piece of tunes he taken so far. Raish Manila is from Orlando. Let's see. We got a lot of people. Jesse and all of them. Everybody's ready. Ezekiel, and I want to know who is the boy. Who is that Toto Taker? Let me see here. We got some shouts.
Tommy Horns is one of the boys in the crew.
One of your crew boys. So let me see what's going on here. So then we got Blossy Marley is locked on from England. So she woke up. They woke up to listen to you live from England. So large up Blossy. Thank you very much. We got the Hillview man. So let me see which one of these guys that is. From Tunapuna, nice music, Alan. I'd like to request Wine and Good from Olatunji. We're going to link you up next time with that. Or stay tuned. DJ Sean is covering for Gallus Prince tonight. He could fix you up. Let me see. We got Mohammed Hafiz. Says he's listening from Pakistan. Good night, Alan and Darrel. I have a friend who gets an erection every time he sees a man milk a cow. What other fucker? Let's see. Do you have any suggestions on how I can remedy this situation? All right, let me. I guess don't let him watch any cow get milk. How about that? Let me see.
See, Alan, the stupidity that I've been talking. You have to put a disclaimer, a next week's disclaimer that we are not sex therapists. And leave that for us.
Yeah, we got to make sure and put that on there. So then we got Biku from Karanad says, how the F a man could watch down a Pringle ass pussy and smile. I'm very happy with my fresh girl cat off the farm, and I go manners anyone who against she. So that's what they wrote there. So hold on, I got Sharon from New York had says, well, we used to get slapped, used to get some back slap by we parents and neighbors. Nowadays, other people not allowed to discipline our children. Back then, the village was raising us, and she also says good evening. Right? We got Omar is listening from Venezuela. Suraj has been locked on for a long time. Umar says we need to bring back corporal punishment. Look at that.
Totally agree. Totally agree, Alan.
Christopher Ace says LMA. Oh, he's laughing his ass off. Mike K says hashtag TTT, laughing my ass off. Shivan says Hillview crew has manners. Neighbors also agrees. Shaka also says neighbors used to cut the tail. Mike K says hashtag WF. Good night. Trisha S says locked on and enjoying the program. My good friend, hold on, we got Lee L says, we grew up differently because most of us grew up in church. We grew up with two parents in a house. We grew up knowing education is the only thing will get us to a better place. Right? Suraj also agrees with the ass whooping. You understand? My girl Pauline, that's Tanti Tututs, I call her. She's going to be celebrating her birthday on Friday. But she says, hi, Darrel. Once I get the look from my mother, well, that's it. And as old as I am, still get that look from her mother. Right? And she have...
So true.
And she have tututs to mash up people, you know. She have enough for 10 people. So I large up my girl Pauline. Same thing. My dad, you know, he used to give us a look and stuff also. My mom was the same way, you know, she talk hard and stuff like that. But, you know, this is what kids today. I don't know what to say. We got to large up. Vishma is locked on. She said that, you know, that she's there and also agrees that a lot of people are lacking a lot of manners, you know. So
But Alan,
yes, sir.
Everybody's agreeing with bring back corporal punishment, and I don't just mean cut their ass in school, you know. I mean cut criminals' asses as well. I mean, Lord have mercy, this young boy. I mean, I still can't understand how this works, you know, Alan. He get up in the morning and decide he want a bull, and walk in at school and hold on a child, right? And bull the child in the presence of everybody. They have to actually pull him off the child, you know.
Now, you see, that is absolute bullshit.
That's sick.
Yes.
It is sick. And the thing is, Alan, people saying, Darrel, you're being a bit harsh and mentally disturbed. Listen to me. He's a sexual offender. This is his second offense or probably third offense, and they're not saying. And he has gotten bail. How the fuck you could give this man bail after he's interfered with an innocent child? And we let him roam again until, what, the next court date? So next thing you hold on somebody before the next court date. Pray, Alan, is not one of my niece or nephew or my child that he hold on, because you and Radio Guy are going to come and bail me out.
But you see, this is the thing, right? These people and them, these judges and them, they don't have families. They don't understand what kind of dotishness is actually going on out there, where they allowing this kind of stuff. I myself do not get it and do not understand, because, like I said, see me. One thing I always say, I don't mind going to jail for my child, you know, and I'm not putting up with that madness. Totally not doing that.
And then you see that Minister of National Security that we have in Trinidad, that Griffith fella.
Uh-huh.
If I was in the position to do this, what they should do is put him out in a boat with a hole and give him them little cup you drink Lipton with. Give him one of that to bail it while he's out there in the ocean. And make sure that the hole is big enough so that he will keep bailing until he's fucking drunk. Because, let me tell you something. All this talk, and we buying all this expensive equipment and armored cars and boats to circle around Trinidad and Tobago and all that utter fuckery. Everything that they're buying, Alan, makes no sense. Because the thing is, when somebody commits a crime, we do not have a proper punishment. Alan, if you know that if you steal, you're going to get some lick, some serious thing. You remember what they used to call it last time when I was small? Is it Cat and
Yes.
I can't remember the proper name they call it with, man. When they see you get 9 or 10 of that, and they
bull pistol.
Order for you to get a few of that.
A bull pistol.
Yourself, I see. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, a bull pistol.
You suppose they used to get licks in the old days for stuff. When the magistrate ordered that they beat you with this thing, some men pee themselves when they get the lick. That is the kind of punishment we need to do. We need to embarrass a couple of these fellas and bring them on Independence Square on a Friday evening when tongue busy and cut their ass in front of everybody or castrate them in front of everybody. We need to do something drastic so these fellas go realize, hey, the government of Trinidad ain't joking. Me ain't going to rape nobody. Me ain't going to steal again. Me ain't going to interfere with nobody. This is trouble, because if they do hold you, it ain't going to be nice.
Yeah, but you see, this is what? Why are they allowing bail and this and that for these kind of individuals that's doing something so heinous? These kind of acts is ridiculous. Where, first of all, where was the security in the school, right? That's one. Second of all, you know, that they actually went to the extent that he held a child and had to go and be ripped off to stop performing what he was doing is ridiculous. Now this child is tarnished for the rest of their lives, and this is sickening.
I am saying, Alan, you're right. The security That's the first line of defense. How was he allowed in the compound? When I go to my son's school, Alan, you have to find out if the security comes to you. And you can't go to the classroom and the security escorts you to the principal's office, and he needs to find out why are you in his compound, even though it's your child, brother. And he escorts you to the classroom where your child is with the teacher. You can't just walk into the school and go up to the classroom where your son is or your daughter is and talk to the teacher. No, it doesn't work that way. So this man walking in the compound, nobody stop him? Nah, Alan, something wrong.
No, I agree. That's madness. That, like, you see, okay, over here in the States where, in the school over here, right? When you walk in, as soon as you walk in, there's a security guard right there, right? Even on that floor of the school, you don't even have access to the kids, because before anything can even happen or go anywhere, there's two security people by the different doors and stuff before you can go upstairs or go anywhere. You have no access to any kids, right away, unless you go inside the office where there's supervision there. But, I mean, like I said, I feel sorry for this child that their whole life is ruined now because of stupidity. Once, the locking in the school, and then two, this is this man's second offense. That makes absolutely... that's nonsense. So, I mean, with your boy Kelly Balgovan said it used to be called a cat o' nine tail. That's what they used to use long time to be.
Cat o' nine tail.
Right. I heard about bull pistol. I heard about bull pistol. I know about that. When you get one of that, you're done.
No. What Kelly is talking about is what they legally used to beat you with here, Alan. I don't know. Oh, you didn't spend your childhood here.
No,
when
sir.
you got into, say, a steal or you stole a car or whatever the offense was, I remember as a child, they took a part of your punishment was jail and 7 lashes. Or jail and 4 lashes. But this thing, I mean, one of this could make you shit yourself. It was that bad. They put you out and they tie your 2 hands against a wall or something real barbaric. And when you get this, I mean, it is so bad. The doctor had to be there to check you after your 3rd or 4th lash to see if you could take this. It was so bad. And people used to be afraid of this. I am saying we need to, okay, if you don't want to beat, castrate, but whatever that we need to be doing something that's drastic so criminals know, listen, the government of Trinidad and Tobago is not playing. Okay, I don't know, Alan, if you know about this. Recently, this week, a couple from Germany who have their vacation house in Bacalet, Tobago, nice little house, they come here in the cold months to spend the winter here in the lovely country of Tobago, and they found both husband and wife, husband 74, wife 71, chopped to death on the beach.
That is crazy. What is really going on over there, bro? You understand that these people that kind of age is a kind of retirement age, right? They can't even go and enjoy themselves.
They're retired. They're here to relax in their country when it's cool. They will come here in the tropics and relax for the couple months and then go back.
Were they robbed or anything? What is that about?
That's the crazy thing, Alan. They didn't take any jewelry on the woman, and the house is in perfect condition. It wasn't ransacked or anything. So now you have me wondering, this is not a robbery. This is not just a robbery and murder. This is somebody is sending a message to their family or something. You see, I don't know what these people, what they did in their country before retirement. You don't know what this has to have a story behind it. And it is scary to know that these things happen in our little country of Trinidad and Tobago, which supposed to be naive, honest Caribbean people, and all this heinous set of crimes happening in our country. It is disheartening. Something wrong, Alan.
It is. It is because, Trinidad is such a gorgeous place. Tobago, everywhere and stuff like that. I go there for vacation and things like that, and my time is always feel that it's too short, because it's such a beautiful place. But the thing that upsets me is what the hell is really going on with the people over there? That wasn't it also last year somebody had gotten robbed from the airport when they went on vacation and things like that too, correct? Am I right?
Yep.
Right. So, tourism is what brings a lot of the money into the country, right? You know, Trinidad and Tobago, they export natural gas and everything like that. It's a very rich country in regards to that aspect, and we all know whatever the hell the government is doing is the reason why the country is not as rich as it's supposed to be, right? And we'll get into that in a second in regards to that kind of stuff. But still, Trinidad's supposed to be such a glorious place. Not just for Carnival people that go there. You hear it mentioned on TV. You have a lot of people, artists, you know, singers, all these kind of things like that. Actors come from Trinidad. They're brought up from there, and they help bring exposure to the country where people want to go. For instance, what was it? I was in Tampa this weekend, right? And we were doing some stuff, and there was we were down in Ybor City, which is like the main Lyman area of Tampa. And there was a white family. They were getting ready to go on the trolley, and what do you call it? Amelia was doing something with Ashwarya and thing like that. And I was standing in the middle, and the lady looks at me, and then she goes, "Oh, you waited for the trolley also?" I said, "No, ma'am." Then she goes, "Where you from, Trinidad?" I said, "Yeah, good guess." She goes, "Well, yeah, most people is either Trinidad or Guyana." But she goes, "You know, I actually went to Trinidad." I said, "Really?" She goes, "They're from Orlando. They had some friends from Trinidad, and one time they went down there as a vacation. It's such a beautiful place, and this and that. The food is phenomenal." I'm talking, this is out of the blues. A white as snow family had said they went to visit based upon what their neighbors and friends and them had said, right? Now, when people hear this kind of stuff, because as you know, the U.S. dollar has a great leverage in Trinidad and Tobago, you know, this kind of dociousness prevents the country from growing more. It's ridiculous. I don't know.
You see, there's two sides to Trinidad and Tobago. There's the side of the culture, phenomenal culture. I mean, you have the white people that come here and they in awe of, as you said, our carnival, our Diwali, our Eid celebrations.
Yes.
Even though the way we celebrate Christmas is totally special from what they do in the States, our pastels and that kind of thing. Even more Pringle pussies in Trinidad. They're the best Pringle pussies you could ever get, the most crunchiest. In the world, we have the best. They're well salted.
Right.
And on the other hand, when you look at the other side of this, our crimes, our crimes, getting like the stuff that we see on TV, man. I don't know if our bandits watching too much TV shows, too many shows. Our crime level is ridiculous. What's happening here? And you're so right. You just said something about this country is a very rich country. And I'm not seeing, Alan, listen, you're raising the pressure tonight. We are rich. We so much money we make with oil, man, and tourism and all of that. And we are beautiful islands, yes. And the people not seeing that money. Recently, there was a scandal with that they had to hush. The Minister of Works, now, I know for people who have been to Trinidad and they know what I'm talking about, the Q-Rep light by Kidona Cinema there, and then you have KFC on the other side. They want to do an overpass there, just like what they did at Grand Bazaar. Now, I am saying, okay, first let me give you the couture. The couture is the junior minister under Suraj Rambachan, who is the Minister of Work. The junior minister to him, which is a little girl called Stacey Rupnarayan, said that Suraj is favoring and not following protocol to pass this contract to somebody that should not get it. Okay? 2 days after, she comes on and said, no, I am sorry. I would like to tell Mr. Dr. Rambachan that I am very sorry. And no, I don't think anything is wrong. Anything that's not legal is happening here. And I think somebody broke into my email, my personal email.
That's
what utter fuckery.
Exactly.
Listen, first to begin, Alan, if I'm going to call you out and say Alan doing something wrong, have the balls to stick to what I have to say about Alan. You understand what I'm saying? That's
one.
So I'm saying to the minister tonight, Junior Minister Stacey Rupnarayan, grow some fucking balls, sweetheart. If you need to say something and you did say it, stand up by what you say. Otherwise, shut your ass. That's one. Suraj Rambachan, Dr. Rambachan, who is in charge of Ministry of Wood. I need to tell you, brother, You're going to waste over $400 million to build an overpass there, and we have some fucking pothole in Trinidad like swimming pool. Alan,
right?
spend the money on fixing the roads. Spend the money on other things that we need. There are some. Listen to me. I went to Mayaro today. I had to see a client in Mayaro today, and of course, you know the Mayaro Mancelena Road is down.
Right. How do you
get? If you're coming from the east, you have to go through what is. I don't know if people know this, Coal Mine Beach, Plumiton, and you get to Rio Claro. It's a back road, and then you come back to Mayaro. Your other option is to go down the highway and go through Princestown. The road is horrible. It took me 3 hours of driving, Alan, to get to Guayari today. When I got out of the car, my your last piece of bone by your Bamsi?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that last piece of bone by my Bamsi, it was almost out. Real pain. Well, I know with your size of belly and Bamsi, I don't know if you could feel that, but I feel in mine right now, and it's there. But it's paining, because I'm sitting for 3 hours in the car. And I am saying we are going to spend over $400 million on an overpass that is not really needed right now. We have too many other important things. No Panadine in the hospital, no beds, we lacking beds. Oh God, man, I only want to start to take my whole hour today and crack no joke, but there's so many things that we could quarrel about tonight, Alan, that is more important. We're spending money on the children hospital, how much $1 billion? On the highway, how much $100 billion? And yet the people not benefiting. The people in a bad state, we have so much is being spent on crime. You have Gary Griffith is spending so much money on buying all these expensive equipment and guns and all that. Speaking about guns, I don't know if you know, Alan, the kind of guns coming into the country, making our policemen guns looking like water gun, eh?
I know, right? That's even over here too, in the U.S. as well. Yeah, how do you expect to be protected if no work is being done on that part to even protect the police and them? Yeah, it's crazy.
But okay, so if you're ordering stuff, the kind of stuff that just came into the country, of course, is those psychedelic things that automatic and powerful. Listen, man, these are the top of the line rifles that are coming into the country, and our policemen have those guns like what Daffy Duck used to know when Daffy Duck shoot on cartoons. A little thing has come out with a flag that drop down. They say boom.
Right, exactly.
Or po. That's what we shooting with here. That's what our policemen looking like they have down here. And these men have psychedelic guns, these bandits. So imagine they're shooting at the police and the police shooting back. Poor thing. If I was a policeman, I say, don't quiet in the car, you know. They fucking shooting back.
But you see, what can they do? Once again, like I said, Trinidad has the money. Isn't right now, well, we'll see what ends up happening after election, but isn't Trinidad they have a the coffers have lots of money in reserve, right? When use it for the right stuff. This is crazy.
No, what we've been doing, we've been using money to flash. We're building these big buildings in Port of Spain. We're building all this overpass, like you want to look like the States now. Well, remember, we are a Caribbean country. People are leaving New York to come to Trinidad to see overpass. They want to see beach.
Right, they want to go down to the
right?
beach.
So when people come to Trinidad, you have to make sure Maracas have good flushing fucking toilets. When you go to Maracas Bay to pee, there's no clean toilets to pee and that kind of thing. Listen, spend the money on tourism. Spend the money on fixing up Port of Spain nicely. Stop building all these big buildings and wasting money on things that the country, the people of Trinidad don't need.
Crazy. Now, you know what, Darrel? I have a question for you, right? Here's what. I saw something in the news today, and I know you know nothing about this, right? But I'm guaranteed this is going on in Trinidad as well. In the news today, right? In Orlando, there was a prostitution ring that was run out of a high school, right? This young man, he was like 16, 17 years old. He was charging people to have sex with minors and virgins and, $50 for certain acts, let's say $100 for full sexual intercourse and stuff like that. And this was going on for a long time, at least over a year and things like that. Now, what the hell is going on where these youngsters are doing these kind of things and nothing is being done earlier instead of later, where this man made tons and tons of money by doing these kind of things.
Alan, you feel it happening here? So that is the same thing. It is the same thing here. Let me tell you what the problem is. Our young people have access to the internet and too much TV. In our days, we didn't watch that amount of TV. Now, I'm not being backward here, but what I'm saying is that they see on TV the bling, all the bling. These rappers wearing all this set of jewelry, and they're driving Bentley, and they're driving Mercedes. Everybody wants to get rich fast. So going to school is not bringing enough money for you. You can't wait to get that degree and get out there and get a job. No. You ready to sell your pussy. That's why most of them, by the time they hit 25, they pussy turn Pringle pussy, you know.
But
right? Because it's beat out. It's looking like a tossed salad. All the cabbage layers falling out. People eat out so much.
Somebody wrote me.
Right? It's not even lightly salted.
Somebody wrote something here that their girl has a Pringle one and it has ears. It has dog ears also. But I mean, but this is the thing, Darrel, right? I have a guy that I know in Trinidad. He drives taxi, right? And what he had told me a few years ago, like I had wanted him to take me somewhere. He said, "Listen, Brad, you see between this kind of time, I can't take you." I said, "But why? I gotta get Shagonas for that time." He said, "Man, when certain girls leave school, right? They just break beach and thing like that. And for a phone card or whatever, they're doing all kind of favors for him. You understand? So this is what these young girls are doing today. It's ridiculous. I don't understand what can be done in regards to, teaching these kids how to, one, respect their body, and two, you're doing real dotishness.
The game is easy money. Easy money is the whole problem here, Easy money, that's what we want, easy money. Alan, you just mentioned the word taxi, and it just reminded me of something that I need to tell everybody today. Mm-hmm. I have not been traveling for ages because we always have cars, right? My company has cars and all that. My dad never used to let us travel to school. So I don't know much about traveling, taking a taxi and all that. I took my car to service recently, and I had to take a taxi. Alan, I get sick in one of those taxis. You remember in the old days, I had a car called the Datsun 280C?
Yeah, my uncle had one of that. He used to drive taxi.
Seat in front, so the driver, and there's two passengers in front?
Yes,
Right. I travel in one of those. Driver, they push me in the middle, and you know how small I is, and a big woman coming on the side. So I am squashed between a big fat driver, porting me, and the woman on the side, on the other side, and I am in the middle. And as the car pull off, Alan, the rain started to fall, and the man put on his AC and put up the windows. And I nearly did. The sister next to me kicking more than a horse.
So what did you do? You can't breathe? You can't go nowhere?
No, I can't breathe. I'm in the middle here, and I have to barely try and fit my nose close to the air-conditioned vent so that I wouldn't get the shit smell. And the thing is when I paid attention to this, it's her hair that's smelling that stink. And she's patting it every minute. And I asked somebody recently who probably might know about wigs. And I said, well, babe, why is she patting her hair, all of that, She said, no, it's scratching her. That's why she's patting her hair and tapping herself, so it's scratching. The woman smelling stink. And when I look at her, she wearing an armless, and when I look under the arm, she need to get a 10-day screw to go and give her 10 days under her arm, probably under the arm, clean the drain, weed whack, do what they need to do and clean up under that woman's arm. It's a 10-day screw. You know, remember them 10-day screw? Someone needs to send a 10-day screw under she arm.
CPAP, boys. Oh, my God.
And I am saying, if your hair smelling so and under your arm smelling so, I don't know what lower down must be smelling like.
Well, exactly. But were you getting that kind of breeze also, boy? Is that what
But the thing is, I'm not getting that breeze, Alan. But the thing is, I'm in the taxi and I am now my mind starts to wander, and I say, well, okay, the hair smelling and the arm smelling, Tunti must be smelling too. And the thing is, in my mind, Alan, how my mind works, right? So my mind starts to run away, and I imagine she taking off her clothes. And she pull on she panty and you see a skid mark. You know it's a skid mark, right?
Yes, I do.
For the people who don't know what a skid mark is, I was 10 when I got licked for my first skid mark. Mommy sent me in the bathroom and she said, give me your drawers. And as I pulled on my drawers and a handshake, she come in the bathroom and started beating me because it had a little brown mark in the back of the jockey shorts.
Right.
She said, that is a skid mark and that is nastiness, so I get licked. So in my mind, I could imagine Tanti pulling on she panty for me. This girl pulling on she panty for me and she have a skid mark.
Well, boy, I don't know what to say about that because that does kick like high karate, you know. So this is the thing. Like me personally, I have a phobia with that kind of stuff. I just want to make sure that you know, I just want to make sure I smell good. I have cologne in the car. I make sure I walk with deodorant. All those kind of stuff like that. I make sure I bathe clean. All these different things. And I don't know why people don't take that extra time to make sure.
I want to Alan admonish the boys from Hillview crew and all the young and always be playing lunchtime and thing. I wash all the bottom good, eh? You see them set a skid mark always be coming home with and then throwing it in the washer fast so mommy ain't seeing it. People like Esteban and them and Zachary. All they clean all the bottom good.
Oh, God.
Right? Girls don't like to see dirty bottom.
Well,
and the thing is, Alan, bathing is so simple. You cut a lime in half. If you have jungle lambs and jungle balls, cut a lime in half and rub it, and scrub up yourself and clean up. You don't tell me you can't be smelling yourself, Alan, before you leave the house. So you don't know you're smelling stink.
Exactly. You know, you have to get a whiff sooner or later. You're right there. You know. I don't
see, toes, I tell you, I have a problem with toes. Eh? You see, the first thing I just watch is down with a woman. As you approach me, Alan, my eyes go down to see your toes. And if you're looking like fucking Wolverine, we done.
Wolverine, of all the X-Men to choose.
Yeah. From the time I see the nails stretching out, I done. I don't want you. Because you can't need, watch me. First to begin, if your toenails that's scornful, and I look and I see your fingernails scornful, they're long. I don't care how nice that you have them with all kind of pretty things at them. You can't need flour for me, and you can't wipe your ass clean.
Right, there you go, right? Well, boy, Darrel, I got a bunch of different messages coming in. You know, there's a lot of messages, right? So we can't get to all of them. But let me make sure on the chat thing, it's going off like crazy, right? But let me just see here. We got Christoph says Darrel. Christoph from Arima Old Road. This country is an effing mess. Criminals always get away. The innocent suffering. We need justice in this country. We need God. Hashtag panties and tanties. Okay then. All right. You got GV from Curab says, evening Darrel. I have no idea who that Toto Tika is, but I would like to apologize for that. He'll view better than that. Let's see. I want to shout out my boy Jesse, who have a nice Pringle from He Girl Chandani. All right. Let's see. Stacy from South says, locked on. Glad to get a great laugh before bed. Shout outs and greetings goes out to her mom, Esterlyn Frederick, okay, who raised them very well. That's what she's saying. Let's see here.
Very nice.
You know, Jeeves from Tagarigua says, Darrel, I'm from Hillview, have no idea. Oh, okay, once again with that next thing. And let me see, Azil. But, you know, I know one of the guys, somebody in the chat had said, you know, internet is a reason why these kids and them are doing such dotishness that's going on in this world today. That the internet is a huge, plays a huge part in that. And you know what, I got to agree because, you know, if you don't monitor what they're doing and what they're seeing and stuff like that, is real dotishness that's going on out there. You know,
Alan, I want to bust something wide open tonight, but I'm not going to call any names because we want Radio Guyana to still be on air next week. There's a young man on my wall who puts up selfies, and I've been watching this person, and there's a certain minister, government minister, who's a prominent government minister, who is a married government minister, is liking this little boy's pictures, and I am saying something little wrong here. Because that is not your uncle. Why are you liking this little child? I am calling him a child because he's under 25, as far as I consider a child. And this person is close to 50. and he's liking this little boy's pictures, or all his selfies. I hope you're getting what I'm trying to tell you.
I understand.
And in Trinidad, there's a prostitution ring, not just girls. Boys are willing to do anything. They're going forward, backwards, sideways, upways, downways, northways, eastways, in and out, front and back.
But you see, so this is what they're encouraging, these kind of things. What can be done? What can absolutely be done?
It's captain to, how they say it, captain to cook. Everybody in the same boat.
Bro, I don't know what
we're not teaching people. Listen to me. Alan, I grew up so naive. Let me tell you, the first time I do any little bit of nastiness, the company I was working for, the car company I was working for when I had my first job, sent me to South Africa to a car show, right?
Okay.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening, bro.
Yeah, right. So they sent me to this car show, and I'm enjoying myself. And the boys say after the car show, listen, let's go to the strip club, right? Now remember, we're in a South African country. They're not speaking English. I saw this very nice darkie with breasts like them, nipples big like pot cover. I get excited one time. I pay my little horse. I made a life for you, Alan. You know, I just tell already the truth on Radio Land.
There you go.
Pay my money, and I nicknamed the girl pot cover because the nipples big like pot cover. I take the girl and we go into a room, right?
Uh-huh.
And of course, well, I climb on the box, and me and care if it was Pringles pussy, Lay's pussy, potato chips pussy. Me I glad it's pussy. I glad. I take in what I get.
Right there you go.
This girl started ball unga.
What?
And for me, unga sounded like she enjoying herself. So the more ungas she ball is the more I attack the Pringles.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So at the end of it all, I was very proud. It lasted 2 minutes. 2 minutes, I was very proud. I pull up my pants and I walk out. And I couldn't stop telling the story of Unga.
Uh-huh.
My pot cover girl, I telling everybody, I said, listen, this girl really enjoys herself. I put on a good walking. That girl ball Unga. I fed up tell the story. And the plane back to Trinidad, I telling the story about Unga. This girl really enjoys herself and she keep balling Unga. Air hostess walk up to me and tap me on my shoulder. She says, sir, can I tell you in Swahili what Unga means? I say, sure, darling, I would love to know, because I tell myself, Unga must have been, fuck me more or something, right? So she say, Unga means wrong hole.
Oh. All of that. So that's what it meant? Rose away.
Wrong hole.
All right.
I was saying, wrong hole. The whole time of the 2 whole minutes. Wrong hole, and I didn't catch.
Wait, the whole minute you had another soap escapade? Is that what happened, Darrel?
Wrong hole.
Wrong hole.
I call it unga. So Alan, anybody tell you unga now? You know unga means wrong hole.
Yes, now I know what unga means. Jesus Christ, Darrel boy, I don't know what to say about you. But that. Well, yes, you have some real escapades, boy. Real escapades. So
I hope them people listen to we take the good advice and don't go through the things that I have been through.
Yes, we wish
so that they wouldn't end up with any ungas.
All right, we wish them luck in regards to that. Hopefully, now you guys know at least they're learning something, right? They know some Swahili. If they don't know anything, they learn some Swahili tonight, right, Darrel? All right.
Yeah, exactly. Wrong hole, boy. Unga.
All right, so Darrel, here's what, right? Everybody's cracking up. If you see messages coming in and things like that, just a couple of things. In 10 more minutes, we got 10 more minutes before we got to go. DJ Sean is gonna cover for Gallus Prince tonight. So DJ Sean is coming up at the top of the hour. Now, one of the things that we had spoke about earlier, Darrel, as well as with Vishma, is you're gonna start doing a post called the what other fuckery post of the week, right? It's something that we're going to look into doing. So let me give everybody a little bit more detail of what that's going to be about.
Okay, what utter fuckery? All you know, that's our specialty, right? It is our sentence. Everybody who is logged on, you're a fan, you would know what WUF means, right?
Right.
We giving out awards now. Every week on a Monday, I'm going to be posting what utter fuckery, and I will be posting. Usually I attract cacaholes. I will choose the cacaist of the cacaholes and put up that person on blast, or probably something that I see in the country that's happening really bad and needs our fans' attention. I am going to put that up. So every Monday, look out for the what utter fuckery on my wall or on the fan page. And it's going to surprise you, and it's also going to make you laugh a little bit. It is unbelievable, some of the nonsense people text me. I am not a sex therapist. I am not a marriage counselor. I am not a photo taker.
Photo taker? What? They want you to take pictures of yourself?
We can't bust all the jokes tonight, Alan. We have a little bit for next week.
Wait, hold on, wait. Darrel, you guys already do your post half naked, right? Without a shirt and thing. Now they want pictures of you? Are you kidding me?
I think I need to put on some clothes now because it's getting bad. You have these psycho people that are around you and you don't know how sick they are. People like DJ Veron. I need to put on Alan. I need to put on clothes now, boy. You can't take chances with them fellas again.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Now, also remember, the what other fuckery post of the week. It can be anyone. It can be anything about what's going on. And you know what? And speaking of that, Darrel,
you as a fan, if Alan, if they see something that's disturbing and you want to send us the clip, and we can use it. If it's something really bad in our country or something that's disturbing you, let us know what's happening. I understand, like my Aunt Sylvia, she went to immigration and they posted her scunt back. She didn't organize.
Well, that's
organize at all.
So let me ask you, Darrel.
She went in a car to the immigration and she tried to organize and they posted back her scunt.
Well, Darrel, speaking of that, right? Yes, people fail to realize Radio Guyana is an international station, right? We are all over the world via any kind of aspect.
And tell them that Darrel is not Guyanese and Alan, we're not Guyanese.
Right, we are not Guyanese. We're not of Guyanese descent and so forth like that. I am a Trinidadian descent who runs a Guyanese station. We have all aspects of different DJs that are on here. It could be Jamaican, Guyanese, whatever the case may be. But that doesn't mean because of our name that has been around for over 13 years, this station has been around for over 13 years, doesn't mean that anybody's associated with it is from one particular country. Now, the thing that I love about Radio Guyana International is the fact that, got to lodge up the owner, the boss man, Mr. Chris Prasad. He's out of the UK. Like I said, I run the station, and he gives me free access to do what's best for our community. You understand? And Darrel, having you come on board and you being able to express yourself is a next level in regards to the entertainment factor as well as your views and expressions that we put out there. And
I know you say this entertainment, and people probably laugh at us a lot, but Alan, this is first radio talk show that allows us to actually say what we feel,
right.
That what's in your heart and what we know is happening that is affecting the people of not just Trinidad but worldwide, that we could open our mouths and voice our opinion. This is the only station that allows us to say what we say.
Right. We don't censor. We did this special program for that. And, and this is what I don't like, that fact where we get into that stereotypical thing and people be like, oh, we'll use a Guyanese, you understand, or whatever.
Yes, exactly. What is wrong with Guyanese people?
Right, there's nothing wrong with it. Exactly, there's nothing wrong with that. But to classify people with, oh, you're this or you're that, I'm proud of the family that we have here on Radio Guyana International because we're very diverse. We're like Callaloo with pigtail in it, you understand? Because it's real good.
Yeah.
Right? You can't get any better than that. Even though if you like to use your blue crab, but Callaloo with pigtail puts you on a different level. Am I correct? And that's what we are here at Radio Guyana International. And you know what, Darrel? Yes, sir.
We all share, man, and that's being prejudiced. If you look at us and say, oh, well, they're Guyanese now. So what the fuck does that mean? Guyanese people are third class? No. We're all equal, brother. If you cut us, we all have the same blood. We're all one. And whether, in fact, if you want to say I'm Guyanese, well, yeah, probably not I'm Guyanese, because my mother had a man from Guyana, and we're not too sure. I used to call him Uncle. Right, and uncle would organize and come here when my father went out. All right, let me leave that there. Right trouble.
Well,
here's my mother listening tonight. Right, let me leave that right there. I want to send out a pre-cutas message for somebody.
Pre-cutas? Well,
pre-cutas.
That's a warning. You've given a warning shot. Go ahead.
Yeah. Pre-cutas. Message for somebody who has been borrowing what utter fuckery.
Oh.
There's a comedian who has been borrowing what utter fuckery.
Are you kidding me?
I have, yes. That comedian, I am sending pre-cutas notice. Now, I'm not going to waste time to say, no, we have a team of lawyers there. We have people who are on our fan page, as well as my manager has a team of lawyers that we could assemble and come for your ass. But it ain't gonna be like that. I want to come and take out the wig.
Well, this is what?
Using what utter fuckery. What utter fuckery belongs to Darrel and Alan and True Talk and Radio Guyana.
Right. And
anybody uses it in that forum.
As well as Vishma.
Anybody else. If to borrow it, call us. We could arrange a figure. You could borrow it, we could rent it.
Mm-hmm. But you see, this is what Darrel, but as well as Vishma, right? Because when we heard you remember that video that you did? This is a long time ago. You did the video about how a girl should do things to please their man. You said how you just get your cock-a-hole feel up and all this kind of stuff like that, right?
Right.
That was the first video I ever heard of yours. And dude, I swear to God, I almost dropped dead, right? So I sent the video to Vishma, and she was dying because I said, well, Vishma, you need to take notes. You understand? If you get a guy in Trinidad, this is the kind of things you need to do, right? So,
right.
Then we came up with the hashtag of hashtag WUF. And I remember, you remember when I told you one time when we was talking before the show and everything like that when we came up with this hashtag WUF. And then from our first show, when we bust that out, because that was your saying, when you come up with what utter fuckery, right? That shit cracks me up. Every time I picture your face, I watch you say it, it cracks me up, right? And this is yours.
Ours.
Right.
It is ours.
And
right? And I resent the fact that somebody is using it without asking. That's one.
I agree.
It's not only that they're borrowing our jokes, Alan. Pringle Pussy is our joke.
That's the next thing. I'm glad they say imitation.
Half of a Pink Power Ranger is our joke.
Right.
If you continue to do that, I will take off the pre and come and cut your ass.
But you see, this is what, right? Darrel, your content, it belongs to you. You understand? I didn't say anything. I didn't use that next word, Darrel, but your content belongs to you. You're a very creative individual, and this is why people want to hear from you. Look, I'm getting messages from Terry Lal. Oh, can we get some more time with Darrel and this and that and the next thing, A lot of people always want more time and thing, right? But you know what? This is the thing, Darrel. You're a very entertaining fellow, but the thing that people love and respect, even myself, right, is plain talk, bad manners. You love the country where you're from. You love where you live, but you can't stand to see the bullshit and the nonsense that's going on there. And I think this has helped. We've seen a lot of changes, you understand? Like I said, when we had that huge talk about chutney soca music, like the man who's been doing this for 20 years never made a comment and stuff like that. And he mashed brakes on that kind of stuff, We've seen things going on at
even
home.
simple as that child yesterday said, sorry, Alan,
yes.
Really good. Remember I told you that?
Mm-hmm. We are doing things that are positive, and this is what this is about, that, bringing awareness as well as, we have the comedy factor and things like that. But, what we're doing in the end, it speaks volumes. I believe that. I don't know what your take on that, brother.
I have no problem with that. If they want to pay us to use what other fuckery, let's make arrangements. Call me, and we can make arrangements.
There you go. So you guys heard that. You know, you could call Darrel, call myself, you could call Platinum Entertainment, call Vishma, call somebody, but don't just take we shit just like that. Right? Darrel? Uh-oh. I think I lost the connection. Hold on one second. Darrel?
Yeah, boy, we get cut there.
We get cut off there for a second. Well, you know, we got to get ready to go in just a few minutes, right? We got DJ Sean, like I said, is coming up at the top of the hour. Anything else you want to say, Darrel, to your people and them out there before?
As usual, Alan, I just want to thank everybody who supports us. Every week we have people who still inbox me every week, and I am so appreciative. People like Terry Lal who would call me off and on. All the boys from the Hillview crew, Esteban and Zachary, all of them, Bradley, who they make the effort to say hi, Darrel, every 2 days or so. Siobhan and all of them, just to say, we supporting you and Alan, and we there for you guys. I thank you so much. You guys keep us going. You guys make sure that we prepared every week to come on and make you laugh. Thank you so much for the support. Please, people, even though you're on my wall, join the fan page. Join the fan page, please. We're begging. Because most of this stuff now, we're going to eventually be moving it off my wall. I'm going to downsize my personal thing into only friends, and the people who they're going to get deleted, please, if you don't know me personally. So I'm asking you, please go on the fan page. We have no restrictions. You could talk to me there. You could talk to Alan there. You could give us suggestions there. You could give us all the control that happening there, and we could make use of it and highlight some of the problems. Please add the fan page.
Well, I hope I make the cut, Darrel, with the people that you're gonna be busting loose just now.
Yeah. You'll have to make an appointment, and if I catch you using what utter fuckery, I will send you a free cut out.
No problem. So here's what, right? So my boy Darrel, remember every Tuesday night, check out the fan group now. It's Darrel Dookoo #WUF, right? Now, we girl Raquel, she want to hear this tune, so I'm dropping this tune for Raquel, right? Large up Raquel, Santa Cruz. And all your support the station, don't worry now. All we DJs are all wicked over here. So coming up next, DJ Sean. There we go.
Behind me shop, soca sweet in your head, eat it up. Turn around cause my want beat it up now. I'ma want feel it up now. Make it sick for my thing now. Make it sweet for my thing, baby bounce for my thing. Make a man sing the thing now. Wipe on it, wipe on it, wipe on it. Roll on it, roll on it, roll on it. Wipe on it, wipe on it, wipe on it. Roll on it, roll on it, roll on it. Come on, wipe for my thing, make it bend your back. Roll for my thing, make it bend your back. Wipe for my thing, make it bend your back. Make it bend your back, make it bend your back.
Bend your back, bubble it, then you drop to the ground, to the ground, to the ground. Sit down and sit down and sit down and get up and sit down and get up and back it up, set up and wine till I wet up. Bend over now like a sitting you at the cover. Me love it when you tip up on your toe like you a step up. All when you tired, me nah gonna make you rest up. Me a beg you put your leg up, jump up on no leg up. Come on, move a girl and wine on me. Girl, put your body on my body. Slow down, tick tock your waistline on me. When you back your bubble it, jiggle it, every style